G'day fellas, it's Anumae TV here once again with another MechWarrior Monday. As said in the previous video that I would take any suggestion left in the comments, that is exactly what I've done. Left here by Bonehead Gamers is, hey dude, I've got a good one for you. The third cicada that comes with the PPC. Only put 4 machine guns on it and no other weapons. I want to know if machine guns can actually do some damage, because when I've used machine guns so far, I can't tell if they're doing anything at all. Thanks. So, what I've done is got that exact mech, I've maximised its armour, and just put nothing but machine guns and a hell of a lot of ammo. I did however put an anti-missile system on top of it, because I don't believe that classes as a weapon, so if someone wants to get really specific in the future about what I can and cannot use, then by all means. But in my eyes, an anti-missile system is by no means a weapon. It's a defensive tool. Now, with this particular setup, I do play rather defensively. And when I don't, it's usually in defense of the group that I'm running in front of. As of here, for example, I'm running around trying to get the attention of all the big heavier mechs. The more that look at me, are the less that look at the others that can actually do some damage. In that case just there, I got 3 spotters just for running around a hill. And at that point, I proceed to retreat like hell because, natural reaction to it when you're being shot at. Run the hell away. I go the long way around to the back to try and flank them and to turn their attention once again, which I do succeed on doing. Eventually, at least. Right now, I'm just attempting hit and runs. I go up the back, make them turn. Every moment they're turned away from the other mechs on my team is a moment my mechs can hit them. Unfortunately, I did get a bit bold there, and I took a bit more damage than I should have, especially with the speed that I'm running at, which is 129 miles an hour, then add a little bit at the end. So at which point I proceed to retreat once again. Gotta think, the faster I can move, the faster I can get in, annoy someone enough just for them to turn around and get out. I try my luck a second time here where I use the exact same route to try and annoy someone. But you should never take the exact same route twice, especially as a lighter style mech. When I ran back into view this time, I noticed a lot of my mechs are out of cover. They seem to be doing a transition from cover to cover, which meant they had nothing to hide behind. So I did another head-on run, middle of all their mechs again, to try and make them turn away so that the friendly mechs on my team could just find some cover to hide behind to shoot from. Which, as it turns out, it worked bloody beautifully. This time around, however, I did take a lot of frontal damage. After that particular run, I have no frontal armor left on my core, but the rest of my mech is in pretty good shape, so as long as I keep my sides facing someone if there's incoming missiles, I should be right. While running back to the friendly line of mechs, I noticed that there's a scout mech running towards our base in terms of a cap out, and in my eyes, that is the lowest form of winning. And as one of the faster mechs in the game, it is my job and the other scout's job to get back there quick enough to prevent him from capping it.
Incoming missile. Base is being captured.
Now, while running back to the front lines, I sprayed bullets in general directions of the enemy mechs. The reason I do this is that even though the damage drops off of the machine gun bullets, they can still see them coming. And when people see something coming at them, they usually hide behind something. If they're hiding behind something, they're not targeting and hitting my teammates. And it's also not like I had to conserve ammo at all. I do take another nasty core hit here, which means one good laser shot, or one missile in general, is going to take me down if it hits me in the core. So, at this point I just cheesed it. I got the hell out of there. I went around the back of the hill here. And the reason why I'm targeting this mech instead of the others is because of how my mech is designed. My mech has 2 armoured plates on instead of arms. So as long as I'm turning this way, I've got an armour plate protecting my core. And as the damage indication is showing, that's what they're hitting. They're not hitting my core once. They may have hit it once in the armour at the back, but not at the front. This Centurion that I'm attacking right now made a huge mistake by extending as far as he did without his teammates. Right now, he's in our territory and he is getting blown the fuck up. But that's not the only flaw. When he tries to escape from some of the missiles that we've shot at him, he goes deeper into our territory. And as a response to that, his teammates come in to try and back him up. It's completely bad for them by this point, as we've got numbers. We're set up pretty nicely, and they're already down one mech before they charge. As long as I can make an enemy mech look at me instead of someone that can deal a lot more damage in one go, that means my job is done. I'm here to be an annoyance, and especially with bullets flailing around, I can do that job pretty damn well as it's constantly shaking your screen. It may not do much damage, but if you can't see what you're targeting, it's one hell of an annoyance now, isn't it? Now, another sneaky little mech tries to cap out our base here. That's why I'm currently running back. Now, I've only got machine guns, so whatever it is going to have to be very low on health, or completely suck at aiming. Because I'm not going to be doing much damage at all directly. I'm going to be try to utilize my speed in order to constantly just circle around, stay in that little zone, so that they can't do any damage to our base at all. And ironically, it was a little Raven with hardly any armor left. He had less armor than I did, for Christ's sake. And he's only got 2 machine guns because everything else had blown off. And even luckier, he was worse of a shot than I was. And yet, I still couldn't kill him before my teammates showed up and walled him in the face. It is nearing the end of this match here. Shortly from here we destroy the last active mech.
Left leg critical damage.
So as a grand total I did 43 damage here. But remember, as long as I can make an enemy mech look at me instead of someone that can deal a lot more damage in one go, that means my job is done. Now for this exact loadout, armor was maxed everywhere. It was 20 in the core pieces and a bit more in the back for the pieces that share an armor value. It was 4 machine guns and 14,000 rounds of ammunition, the anti-missile system and the rounds for that obviously. I had the endo steel core upgrade, and I also had the ferrofibrous armor. And that is it for this episode of MechWarrior Mondays. Remember to leave a suggestion on what loadout I should use on the next episode. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button just up there. Well, now it's actually down a little. Below the video. Down there.
Enemy base is being captured.
But until then, guys, see you later.